You know who's just laughing their arse off right now? It must be the best time in the world. That would be Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney, who stood up, and she made many mistakes in the past, and I've been critical, but stood up for the rule of law, stood up for impeaching Donald Trump over his attempted coup, and for that was kicked out of leadership in the Republican Party and had somebody put up against her in a primary by Trump, which she lost because it was very right-wing Wyoming. Oh, the revenge is sweet, though. As of this moment, the Republicans have not even won a majority in the House. They're not even definitely going to do it. The Democrats may hold the House. If Kevin McCarthy takes it, he's going to have this minuscule little majority where, he might have a majority by a couple votes, and he's going to have to contend with the likes of Marjorie Taylor Greene and Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz and the rest of the crazy brigade. And the problem is that he can't afford to lose more than a couple votes on anything. So even John Boehner back in the past sometimes had to come to Democrats and get Democratic votes for sane legislation that they want to pass, because they've elected a bunch of angry, right-wing, aggrieved lunatics, people that believe in sexually transmitted demons and people that believe in conspiracy theories about elections being stolen, and people think dragon people or no lizard people. That's where it is. I'm sorry, I can't keep track of it all. And ivermectin, and hey, drink your own urine, that'll take care of COVID, which by the way Mehmet Oz did before losing his race. But Liz Cheney came out and made a couple of endorsements, and it turns out she may have made the difference. She endorsed Abigail Spanberger in one of the closest races in the country in Virginia, a House race that Democrats were maybe going to lose. And in the end, like literally we were down, it was like a movie, and Spanberger came back as they were counting the votes and held on in the key swing district. In another key swing district in Michigan, she endorsed Alyssa Slotkin. Alyssa Slotkin won by 4 points in a very key swing district. And there were other endorsements on top of that. Liz Cheney, unlike Donald Trump, won the races she endorsed last night. She's made Kevin McCarthy's life a living hell if he does take a majority, because he won't be able to govern with any effectiveness. He'll have to worry about losing somebody who makes demands of him. And Marjorie Taylor Greene will likely make demands that, he set up a Star Wars defense system against Jewish lasers shooting at us from Mars. He can be held hostage by any number of them if he ends up with a small majority. Now, granted, I'm hoping the Democrats still hold on to ours. We'll have functioning government. We can pass bills. That's the better outcome. But the fact that there's really no outcome where Kevin McCarthy doesn't suffer and where Donald Trump doesn't suffer kind of makes me happy. She stood up to Donald Trump. She stood up to Kevin McCarthy. She stood up to election lies. She stood up to a coup attempt on January 6th in Liz Cheney after a career, I would say, of making some awful mistakes like the Iraq War and others. This time stood up for her country, was a patriot, did what was right. And in the end, she's laughing all the way to the Capitol for the revenge that she just got. Revenge. It can be sweet sometimes.